Box office milestone, Deadpool and Wolverine crosses 1 billion globally, on the way to becoming top R-rated pick of all time.
The record-smashing summer event has officially crossed $1 billion. That's billion with a B.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. Billion with the B. Deadpool and Wolverine, man. Deadpool and Wolverine is doing ridiculous at the box office, and I am super duper excited about it. Are you? Okay, let's talk about it. This is topic number 1 coming from the Hollywood Reporter. This is wonderful. I am so happy. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Deadpool and Wolverine stars Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, along with director Sean Levy, have received their membership cards to the $1 billion box office club. And right now it's at $494 domestically and $535.2 million overseas. And just to let you know, guys, we're not just going to be covering the box office for Deadpool and Wolverine, but also for other titles as well. Now, the audacious third outing of Deadpool series that began its life at 20th Century Fox is a huge win for the franchise mastermind Ryan Reynolds, as well as Marvel Studios and the superhero genre in general. It's the first superhero movie to cross 1 billion since Sony and Marvel's Spider-Man No Way Home 2.5 years ago, which crossed the $1 billion threshold after Endgame. So this is wonderful. If we look at Box Office Mojo, there we go, guys. $1,029,531,382. Yes, baby. Now, what we have to be asking is, what will it make at the end of its theatrical run? I don't know. I was thinking 1.5. I think that's what I said on my Thursday show, $1.5 billion. A lot of people was like, nah, B, I don't think it's going to make that much. I think it's going to make 1.2, maybe 1.3 billion. I think I was wrong. I think it will probably be in the 1.2, 1.3. But let's look at the weekend. So weekend number 1, it crossed $211 million. Weekend 2, 96, and weekend 3, 54 million. Now, this only dropped 44%, that's pretty good. So let's bring up some other titles for comparison. Okay, that is Black Panther. This is Ironman 3. But before that, let me also bring up Doctor Strange, because it has already surpassed this right here. So let me click this, and the Multiverse of Madness. It's already surpassed that. If we go to the domestic opening, excuse me, sorry about that. And we go to domestic weekend. It had 187 its opening weekend, while Deadpool and Wolverine had 211, 61 second weekend compared to 96, and 32 compared to 54. Now, let's move this over here. Let's look at Iron Man 3. Why are we looking at Iron Man 3, Brandon? That was such a long time ago. What's up, Gwendolyn? What's up, Joyce? Because it made $1.2 billion worldwide. And this is already at 1 billion. So, will it make more or less than Iron Man 3? We're going to have to see. And so, what was the opening weekend for Iron Man 3? Let's take a look. All right. Again, this is Iron Man 3. Its opening weekend was 174. Okay. While Deadpool and Wolverine had 211. 72 to 96. And 35 to 54. Now, with that being said, with Deadpool and Wolverine having a pretty decent opening compared to Iron Man 3, as far, surpassing it, and Iron Man 3 made 1.2, I think it's safe to say that Deadpool and Wolverine will at least make 1.2 billion as well. I would even go as far as saying at the least 1.3 if we're looking at these numbers here. Now, let's look at the week Domestic weekly, 298 and 141. Let's see here. Is this okay? That's the weekend. So 212 and 89 and 298 and 141. So yeah, I think that's okay. So let's get Ironman 3 out the way. I think it's gonna beat Ironman 3. And so what was this? This was Doctor Strange. Let's look at Black Panther. Why are we looking at Black Panther? Because Black Panther made $1.3 billion. So it's in the range already. Okay, so let's look at original release. And we're gonna click domestic. We remember this is Black Panther. Okay, so domestic weekend. All right, now Deadpool and Wolverine right here, it had 211 this opening weekend, right? While Black Panther had 202. Okay, and this was an extra day. This is like a 4-day weekend, so we're not gonna count that. The second weekend for Black Panther, again, that made 1.3 billion worldwide, had 111 the second weekend. Deadpool had 96. All right, so we getting somewhere. So what was the third weekend for Black Panther? 66 million. And the third weekend for Deadpool was 54. So what does this mean, guys? What does this mean? Deadpool and Wolverine was winning the first weekend, but not the second and third. So we really can't come to any conclusions right now as far as if Deadpool and Wolverine will make 1.3, almost $1.35 billion. It may not pass it. If we're following the trend of opening weekends compared to Deadpool and Wolverine and Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now, weekend 4, and these drops are small, y'all. I mean, first it was some 40%, some 30%. These are small drops each week. The people, Black people and everybody else was showing up in 2018 now. So, what do y'all think? Will Deadpool and Wolverine cross $1.3 billion like Black Panther did? I think it's going to do that, like it did with Iron Man 3 because it's beating it every opening weekend. So, actually, let's look at one more thing. Let's look at the week, domestic weekly. So, 291 and 143. Okay, so so 291 the first week for Black Panther, 291, 298 for Deadpool, okay. 143, okay, 143 for Black Panther, 141 for Deadpool and Wolverine. Woo! What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Rutu says, hey man, it's gonna make 1.37 billion. Okay. Place your bets. Place your bets. Place your bets. What do y'all think it is going to make? I'm gonna just say 1.3. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say 1.3. I am going to say 1.3. And y'all give me a second because this most likely will be relevant to what people are sending me. Shout out to David, you know what I'm saying, sending me fantastic stuff to cover. Yeah, this is great stuff right here. Oh, I can't show you guys yet. I can't show you guys that yet. Okay, I done lost myself. I got so many screens up. Okay, so put that right there. Appreciate it, homie. Okay, so what was I saying? Let's go back. Yeah, so I don't know, man. 1.37. 337. That's what Barutu is saying. Zeus says 1.5. Jenna James, what's going on, says 1.4. You got to be looking at competition too. Okay, Ocasio. All right, let's look at the competition. I'm not mad at that because it's true. We do have to look at the competition. So let's do that. It is August 11th. So we have on next week is Alien Romulus. I will be checking Alien Romulus out tomorrow. Okay. So this will now make it its fourth weekend. And, Alien Romulus is going to do some pretty decent at the box office. I don't see it not doing well, but that's just one film. I don't think it's just going to knock it completely off the water. All right, so then the week after that, which is the 23rd right here, we have The Crow. I don't think The Crow is doing anything at the box office, to be honest with you. Let me know, Ocasio, if you agree or disagree. Now, we also have The Forge. I had an opportunity to see this, but I just had no interest. What else? Blink Twice. You know what? I have a I don't think Blink Twice is gonna cause a dent. I had an opportunity to see that as well. Between the Temples. So it don't really look like anything's gonna just knock it off. Okay, let's look at the 30th. No, nothing. So and then we have September 6th. Okay, Beetlejuice. So over the next 2 or 3 weeks, we have only thing is Alien Romulus. That can, do something to it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. What do you guys think? Eugene says 1.3. Okay, so we got some 1.3s and 1.4s and some 1.5s. Okay. Let's see here. Rurutu Alien wow, I got some shoes up here. Alien Romulus. Let me make this smaller so y'all can see that a little bit better. Alien Romulus looks like a Member Berries type of movie. Man, I love that comment. You're right about that. What's up, Jimmy U? Jimmy U says, what up, B? What's going on? I think they have an open road. Alien will take IMAX screens, but that's it. Yeah, it'll take a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. I think it will be a-okay. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be just fine. All right, so now that we have Deadpool and Wolverine out of the way doing all kinds of wonderful things, what else is going on at the box office? We have Borderlands, and it is at 8.8 million worldwide right now. I am not into Borderlands. Let's see what the article has to say. Anything about Borderlands opening weekend? Probably not. This is Deadpool and Wolverine. But what we can talk about, though, is this milestone. Bad Boys. Bad Boys 4. Bad Boys Ride or Die. It is now at $400 million worldwide. That's wonderful. Great job there. Now, if we're having to be honest, it is not doing as well as the last Bad Boys, Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life, which should have been the title for this Bad Boys 4. If we go for Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life, it is at 426 million worldwide. And so 193 domestic for part 4, 206 domestic for part 3, 207 international, 220. It's not going to catch this. And the budget for part 3 was 90 million. And the budget for Bad Boys Ride or Die, I think, was 100. Let me make sure that says 90. Okay. So let me look here. Production budget. Yeah, 100 million. So it's not as successful as part 3. It's still profitable, but it's not as profitable because it's $10 million more on the front end, and it's not making as much on the back end. But $400 million is still good. It's still good. If they do a part 5, in my opinion, just don't raise the budget unless you're just gonna bring Michael Bay in here and he gonna have all types of explosions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then that would be nice. That would be nice right there. So Bad Boys is doing well at the box office. Deadpool and Wolverine is doing great at the box office. Everybody is doing great at the box office. Let me see if there's any. Are there any other movies? I don't really care about Twisters. That's 310. This is not good. I think Twister's had a $200 million budget. And if it's only $300 million, that's not good. That's not good. So, yeah. And Inside Out, I think, is at 1.5. Oh, yeah, they're going to be 1.6. So this is amazing. So everybody's doing great at the box office, guys. And there you are for topic number 1 for all of the box office results. It is gangbusters with all of the box office stuff. Let me see if there's any decent comments. Borderlands did get trashed by the critics. Trash being for Borderlands. I seriously didn't see any promo for Borderlands. Yeah, it definitely could have used a lot of help. Because like y'all said, it did not do well at the box office. But guys, let's move on.